Travis Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. On first down at Stafford. Forced out to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 26, check 26.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, Sermon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Now he's and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way up and down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Sermon will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. Stafford on target to Woods, first down L.A.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action, Stafford. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Gay's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. The Lance going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Lance now on first down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 37.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. At their own 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2. Lance now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Samuel, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Mostert off the read option. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers! And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Gold with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Stafford on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Second and 10, Stafford again.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Again, it's Stafford. This is caught. And he's brought down.
Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down. Akers.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Hey! Mike 5-4. Get the ball. Alert!
Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. 54 for Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown!
For Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They'll go again here with Akers.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Stafford. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play fake it at Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
53, ready.
On first down, Stafford here. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They give the Sermon out of the gun.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. The quick slant caught.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
2 yards on the second at the 42-yard line.
Now Lance. That is caught by Callaway. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On play action, Lance. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Hey. 22! They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, 22! Check back 33.
Let's go. Mike, check 33. 33.
Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Sermon here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Dancing to his left. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Young showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Because it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about them.